Students, in chapter 9 force and laws of motion, today we will discuss about the next topic, that is momentum. Momentum is represented by P and it is a vector quantity. So first of all we must know that what is momentum. Suppose an object of mass m is there and it is moving with velocity v. So the product of mass and velocity is called momentum. So momentum is that property of object which actually represents its mass and velocity both at the same time. We can say product of mass and velocity of a moving object is called its momentum. If object is not moving, that means its velocity is 0. In that case, momentum will also be 0. Since momentum is a vector quantity, and vector quantity we can represent over the quantity by an arrow. This sign is of vector. So it is a vector quantity because the velocity is also having a particular direction. That's why momentum is also having a direction. It is vector quantity. Its SI unit is kg meter per second. The unit of mass is kg and the unit of velocity is meter per second. So it will be the SI unit of momentum. Now the next topic is the change in momentum. What is change in momentum? Suppose an object is there which is moving initially with velocity u, and after some time or finally it moves with velocity u. So initially we can say the momentum of object is P initial, or momentum initial is equals to m into u, and finally the momentum will be P final is equals to mass into final velocity. So initial and final momentum both are different because initial and final velocity are different. So the product of mass and velocity is different. In this case we will calculate the change in momentum. The change in momentum will be P final minus P initial, that is mv minus mu. M will be common, so it will be v minus u. In this way we will calculate the change in momentum. Now here we go with the Newton's second law of motion. According to the Newton's second law of motion, the rate of change of momentum of object is directly proportional to the unbalanced force applied on the object. What does it mean? If the object of mass m is there and initially it is moving with the initial velocity u, when we will apply force F on the object, then its velocity become v. So from here we will calculate the change in momentum, that is the final momentum minus initial momentum. So here the force which is responsible for the change in momentum is directly proportional to the rate of change of momentum. Here the word rate means the change in momentum in a particular time t. So this force is responsible for the change in momentum in the given time, means the time for which the force will be applied, the change in momentum will be there. So this is the Newton's second law of motion.